Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. I am Tanu Solanki, and in this segment we bring to you objective questions on daily basis to help you crack prelims. So let's begin with the practice question from our last segment. Which of the following states of India shares a border with Myanmar? Arunachal Pradesh, Tripura, Assam, Nagaland. Select the correct answer using the following codes. So Arunachal Pradesh shares a border, Assam does not, Tripura does not share a border, and Nagaland does, which makes option B the correct answer, 1 and 4 only. We can see this on a map. This part is Myanmar. It shares a border with Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram. Here is Tripura, it does not share a border. And here is Assam, it also does not share a border. Moving on to the next question. Consider the following statements about African swine fever. It is highly contagious and fatal animal disease that infects domestic and wild pigs. It was first detected in Malaysia in the 1990s. It is not a threat to human beings since it only spreads from animals to other animals. Which of the statements given above are correct? So the first statement here is correct. It is highly contagious and fatal animal disease that infects domestic and wild pigs. Actually, the mortality rate is close to 100%. So the mortality rate is 100%, and once the animals are infected, the only way out is culling the animals. The second statement is incorrect. It was first detected in Africa, and hence the name. It was first detected in Africa in 1920s. The third statement is correct. It is not a threat to human beings. It only spreads in animals, which makes 1 and 3, option B the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following countries share a border with Armenia? Turkey, Iraq, Georgia, Russia. So we can see this on a map. Here is Armenia. It shares a border with Georgia, Turkey, Azerbaijan. These three countries. It does not share a border with Russia or Iran. It is a landlocked country. So it shares a border with Turkey, Georgia, but not Iraq and Russia. So 1 and 3, which makes option C the correct answer. Consider the following statements about ocean energy. It includes various forms of ocean energy like tidal, wave, and ocean thermal energy. In India, ocean energy capacity is installed in Khambat and Kutch regions. Which of the statements given above are correct? So the first statement here is correct. It includes these various forms of energies. And the second statement, however, is incorrect. As of now, there are no ocean energy capacity plants installed in India, which makes option A the correct answer. Let's see the explanation. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has declared ocean energy as renewable energy. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has clarified to all stakeholders that energy produced using various forms of ocean energy such as tidal, wave, ocean thermal energy, conversion among others shall be considered as renewable energy and shall be eligible for meeting the non-solar renewable purchase obligations. As of date, there is not any installed ocean energy capacity in India. Consider the following statements about prepacks. A prepack is a resolution of debt of a distressed company through an agreement between creditors and investors instead of a public bidding process. A resolution professional takes control of management of the debtor in the case of prepacks. The prepack mechanism allows for a swift challenge for any resolution plans. Which of the statements given above are correct? The first statement here is correct. A prepack is a resolution of debt of a distressed company through an agreement between creditors and investors instead of public bidding process. The third statement is also correct. The prepack mechanism allows for swift challenge for any resolution plans. But the second statement is incorrect. Let's see the explanation. How? A prepack is the resolution of a debt of a distressed company through an agreement between secured creditors and investors instead of a public bidding process. Under the prepack system, financial creditors will agree to terms with the potential investor and seek approval of the resolution plan from the National Company Law Tribunal. Key difference between prepacks and corporate insolvency resolution process is that the existing management retains the control in the case of prepacks, while the resolution professional takes control of the debtor as a representative of financial creditors in the case of CIRP. The prepack mechanism allows for a swift challenge for any resolution plan which proved less than full recovery of dues for operational creditors. Moving on to the next question. Consider the following statements about Group 4 nations, or as we call it, G4 nations. These are a group of 4 countries which support each other's bids for permanent seats on the United Nations Security Council. G4 nations include Brazil, India, Germany, and Japan. Which of the above statements are incorrect? Now we have to select the incorrect statements. The first statement here is correct. This is a group of 4 countries which support each other's bid for permanent seat in United Nations Security Council. We all know that UNSC needs reforms. The second statement is also correct. G4 nations include Brazil, India, Germany, and Japan. All 4 countries want a permanent seat in UNSC, which makes option D the correct answer. None of the statements are incorrect. Moving on. The term showpad recently in the news is associated with which of the following? Malware, artificial protein, bovine infection, or superbug. So option A is the correct answer. It is associated with malware. Let's see the explanation. Red Echo, a China-linked activity group that targets India's power sector and facilitates the employment of malware known as ShadowPad. Hence option A is correct. ShadowPad is a network intrusion malware affiliated to both the Chinese Ministry of State Security and People's Liberation Army. ShadowPad is depicted as a backdoor Trojan malware which creates a secret path from a targeted system to a command and control server to extract information. Next question. Ways and Means of Advance scheme is operated by which of the following? Ministry of Agriculture, Reserve Bank of India, Ministry of Finance, or Securities and Exchange Board of India. WMA is operated by the Reserve Bank of India. Ways and Means Advance scheme is a facility for both the center and the state to borrow from the Reserve Bank of India. These borrowings are meant purely to help them to tide over temporary mismatches in cash flows of the receipts and expenditures. In that sense, they aren't a source of finance per se. Section 17 Clause 5 of the RBI Act 1934 authorizes the central bank to lend the center and the state governments. This is subject to their being repayable not later than 3 months from the date of the making of the advance. Consider the following statements regarding Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. It is launched by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. It uses PDS system for distribution of grains. Which of the statements above are correct? So, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana comes under Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, hence statement 1 is incorrect. Second statement is correct. It uses PDS system for distribution of grains, which makes option B the correct answer. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana has been in news recently. It is a food security welfare scheme announced by the government during the COVID-19 pandemic. It is a relief program for COVID-19. The term Virafin, recently seen in news, is related to a medicine, a fish species, a water channel, a galaxy. So Virafin is a medicine. It is being used to treat moderate COVID-19 infection in adults. So option A is the correct answer. Consider the following statements regarding Indian SARS-CoV-2 Consortium on Genomics. It is established by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Its objective is to develop a vaccine for COVID-19 pandemic. Which of the statements given above are correct? So the first statement is correct. It is established by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The second statement is incorrect, which makes option A the correct answer. Let's see how. The Indian SARS-CoV-2 Consortium on Genomics is a group of 10 national laboratories which was established by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. INSACOG has since then carried out genomic sequencing and analysis of circulating COVID-19 viruses and correlating epidemiological trends with genomic variants. Hence, statement 2 is incorrect. Genomic variants of various viruses are a natural phenomena and are found in almost all countries. Next, we have our practice question. Consider the following statements regarding Tripura State Rifles. It was established under an act passed by the Parliament. It serves only the state of Tripura. Which of the statements given above are incorrect? So that's it for today. I hope you will be able to answer the question correctly in comment section. We shall now meet on Monday with another segment. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, stay safe, stay updated.